So this is video how to use Genesis 10S spectrophotometer. So you come here and you need to set a wavelength. Right now we're doing glucose, so press set nanometer, type 500, and then enter. Okay, so we need to zero it with a spectrophotometer because you see it's in the minus. So it should be a 0, so take a blank. Show us the blank, just water. Problem there, you labeled it too low. So to fix this problem, open it. We're gonna put it this way, because if we put it this way, it will absorb that B, possibly. B is here. And we need to rotate it so it's B facing the light source, which is right there, and will shine through here, and there's a detector. So there's a little hole there, you see? Okay. And then we're gonna close this lid, and we're gonna say measure blank. Should say 0. We hear it doing its thing, and we can print it, or you can just write it down. In this case, we don't have room for it in, but when it printed, the absorbance changed because of the vibration. So now we're gonna put it in position 1, and we're gonna load all the other specimens. So number 1 will get a standard. Okay, since you label it wrong, we don't want to put it this way, we're gonna put it this way. So put it in number 1. In the same way, then next one is a level 2. No, wait, that's level 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, level 1. Then in next position will be level 2. Okay, show us closer. On the white, so you can see the background. Put it right here. So that's a good example, as we didn't mix it, the pink color settled on the bottom, and so before we put it in, we should mix it with the squeegee. You covering the view. And so we should do with the 2 previous specimens. So now it should be uniform color, and then she's gonna put it back in. The bubbles on top is fine because it shines through the middle. Stick it there. And then the last one, let's see if that's settled too. Well, that's a specimen and it has a low glucose, so even if it did settle, we wouldn't see, so we mix it anyway. Because it was sitting in the incubator for 5 minutes and now it was settling. So we didn't do that one. And we're using different squeegee for different ones. And then mix this one. And I see that this one stick out too much, so we're gonna put it down. Make sure it's all the way down. So now that we close it, we should be in a position 1. And at this point, it just reads it. So now you can either print it or print it and write it. So this was our standard in position 1. And you wait till it stops changing. So it looks like a 0.681. Oh wait, it's 80. 80. So the student's going to write standard goes in the first 0680. The next one was 2, and that was our level 1. All right, so we'll wait for it to stop fluctuating, and if you didn't mix it, it would fluctuate all the time because it doesn't know any better because it's can't figure out what's the right absorbance. So let's stick with 645. Yep, it went down to 4, but it really 1.1 matter. The next is position 3, and it's 1.1. That one's high, so that's level 2. It is higher than level 1, and it tend to jump So if it doesn't settle down, then we have to open it. Let's open it and mix it one more time. That's position 3. Another way to fix it is to blank it again and then just measure 3. So let's see, is it still going?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to blank. And we can hear it's rotating. And just measure blank one more time, which stayed 0. And back to 3. Keeps going up. That wasn't happening in the previous lab, only with one student. It was fluctuating and everybody else was fine. So I guess we're gonna stick with the 1.96. And we're gonna go to 4. And that's your patient. Say wait for the patient to stop. That looks like it's at 0.478. And now we take it to calculate the concentration.